If you move to Portugal without a residency visa, that is, if your visa is not a residency category type of visa, you will not get the residency permit because so many laws are changing. The government are changing the laws which affect people from getting the residency visa. So in this video, I will list out different pathways or different routes which you can use to apply for a residency visa. So when you come here to Portugal, you can get the residency permit. Now, the first route is the study route, which is popular out there, which is what I've been preaching, which I've been telling people, which is what I used, the route which I used to come here. The study route is pretty easy. First of all, you need to get a document. The same process I keep saying. You get your transcript, you get your certificate, whether it is your WAEC, if you're coming for first degree, whether you're coming for master's, MSc, you get your BSc degree, you get this transcript, you authenticate it, you legalize it, you go to the Portuguese embassy website, you book appointment, you go for your appointment, you pay for the verification fee. Then after the verification, you pay for your legalization fee. Your document gets legalized. You start application steps, apply like 2 or 3 schools. You get admission, apply for the visa, you move here. Then once you are here, you go for your appointment with the IMA. After going for your appointment, after a month or even less or 2 months, you get a residency card. That is for the study route. Another route that I have talked about, I've made a video concerning this route, is the D8 visa, which is the D8 digital nomad visa. This digital nomad visa is a kind of visa category. It's a residency visa. All right. So once you come here, you stay here for 2 years, then you can apply to renew the residency for extra 3 years, then so forth. Then once you qualify for the citizenship, you will get it. Same thing with the study route too. Now for the D8 visa, it's more like a digital normal, like you say, for digital, or let's say remote workers, not necessarily somebody who is into tech or anything. It can be business that you operate abroad, but you base here. All right. So this kind of visa, then is if you're applying for the visa, it's pretty easy, pretty straight. I've seen people who came here with that visa category. So you need to have work contract, you need to have a freelancing contract. You need to show something that actually proves that, okay, you are a remote worker. You have something that you are doing back home or back to wherever you are, despite you are in Portugal. Now, when it comes to the D8 requirement, it's pretty easy. The minimum requirement, the minimum wage rate for Portugal per year times 12 months. That's what you need to have in your bank statement as proof of funds. Right? So, but the thing now is, with the D8 visa, you can also bring in family. Same thing with study visa too, which I just talked about. You can bring in visa. You can bring your family, I mean to say. But the thing with D8 visa, some people actually get it complicated. It's not complicated once you meet the requirement. D8 visa is similar to D7, but D7 is a little bit different. I have talked about these categories in my channel here. So if you go, you can actually watch the video and see how I explained it. But they have similar requirements. But one thing about D8 is you must show proof that you are a remote worker from wherever you are. Maybe let's say, for example, you're a UI US designer. You have a contract with a company based in the US. That freelancing contract alone is a proof that, okay, you work abroad. You are based here, but you work abroad. That means you can work remotely from wherever you are. If you are a business owner, that one equals it too. You have a business registrations, you have all that it takes, and you are moving abroad. Okay, that means you can actually go back and forth to look into your business or whatever you do. All right, something that has to prove that, okay, that this is what you do. And again, not just what you do, the money that you are getting from, where is it coming from? Source of the funds, source of the incomes. you need to prove all these things. All right, as a freelancing personnel, definitely you receive money from the company you work with. All those transfers, all those payments, you need to show it during your visa application, and it's very straightforward. Like I said, once you have your bank statement, your POF. Now, one good thing about the D8 is you can actually have the money in your personal account, but in D7, it must be in a Portuguese account. This is only two different things. That's why I said it's a little bit it's similar, but it's a little slight difference is there. All right, now let me go to D7. The D7 is a retirement kind of visa. This allows retirees to move to Portugal, maybe to have European experience, or people want to kind of like experience the world from what they have already known. You can apply for this visa, but the requirement is this: you must be a shareholder. Maybe you shareholder in a company and you receive dividends by end of the month, or you're a pensioner and receive pensions every month, or you have a private equity, something that kind of like shows you have kind of like a backup funds or a retirement funds coming from somewhere. And all this money will be put together in a Portuguese account. All right, even though you are maybe in Nigeria or somewhere else, opening a Portuguese account is very, very easy. There's this website I've talked about, Border. If you go to this website, Border, they are more like an agency. I'm not an affiliate, but though I've researched, I've looked into them, and they are legit. So when you go to them, you register with them, you consult with them, you pay them, they help you to open a Portuguese account, which you will use to transfer in money into that account for your visa process. They also help you to get NIF. For D8 visa, you also need this. They'll get you NIF with the taxpayer number, also get NIF with the social security number. They'll help you do this while you are still back home. All right? But this is another way, this is another ideology, kind of another way which I tell people. If you are a retiree, you want to come here, you can actually apply for a tourist visa. Come here, make all the necessary requirements with a lawyer, or do whatever you can with a lawyer, then you go back and then apply for the D7 visa. This is another way to do it. Maybe if you don't want to use an agency you don't trust, you come here with a tourist visa, make the necessary requirements, get all the contacts, then you go back, then do these things with your contacts that you have already built from here. The next other one is the golden visa, which is the investment visa. All right, this one now is you need to invest in Portugal, maybe in scientific research, in Portugal cultural heritage, maybe in creating jobs, build a business or invest in already business. And investment funds into this golden visa is a little bit high, which is from 250,000 euros to 500,000 euros. This one of the requirements. This is the kind of money you need to invest in Portugal before you can actually apply for the golden visa. You must meet the requirement. People have actually been doing this before. Investment property was among the requirements for the golden visa, which means you can actually buy a property here in Portugal. But in 2024, they removed it because people were actually investing in more, which people are investing in more properties here in Portugal, which rose the cost of housing here in Portugal. So they decided to remove that, So, but there's other options. Like I said, you can invest in private companies or government properties that are into scientific research to help the country, or open a business that will create up to 10 jobs. If you don't want to create a business here, you can actually invest in a business here already with that money, or invest in Portugal natural cultural heritage, to boost the economy and everything. Then you apply for your visa. And the good thing is, D8 visa, you can bring in family. D7 visa, you can bring in family. Study visa, you can bring in family. The next other visa I want to talk about is D6, which is the family unification visa, which means if you're already a Portugal resident, like you're already a resident here for like up to 2 years, you can apply for the family unification visa to bring in your spouse. But this family unification visa, they must be your closed family. That means there must be a relationship with them, not like your extended family, your own close family. Right? You apply for them to come here. They also get a residency visa to come here, then apply for their residency permit. Then for the requirement, for the financial requirement, you need to have up to the minimum wage in your account plus 50% extra because of the adults or the dependents coming. And you also need to show proof of housing because of where they will stay. You need to show that too during the visa applications. Then the final one I want to talk about is work visa. Some people have approached me that they want to come to Portugal with work visa. Though personally, I've not talked about work visa in this journal, which I will do very soon. It's all about applying to jobs online here in Portugal. Once you get the job, the company will give you a work contract, which we use to apply for your visa. Right? This is basically what it takes. Apply for jobs online. Once you get the jobs, the company will give you a job contract, which you will use to apply for your visa. Apart from that, nothing. The job seeker visa current right now is not available for Nigerians. There's no appointment for Nigerians. But the work visa is get a job. The company will give you a work contract. The work contract is to show the embassy that there's something bringing you to Portugal here. All right, which will enable them to grant you a visa. So I believe with all this I've talked about, you can make an informed decisions on which of the pathways you can use to come to Portugal and get your residency, which is the most important thing. Please don't come here with tourist visa. If you come with tourist visa, you will not work because you will not even get the basic documents to work. That's one of the things I keep telling people. Forget about tourist visa. It won't work. If you come here, you will not even get the basic document to work. At some point, for you to buy something, you need to show your taxpayer number. That's the level it has gotten. So please don't even think of the tourist visa. Just come to the right way, then you will enjoy it over time. Because if you come to the wrong way, trust me, you will regret it. All right. So if you have found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up so that it will be pushed out of people who are looking for similar videos like this. And I appreciate all of you guys. For those who have been commenting, first-time subscribers and everything, I appreciate all of you. And I'll see you guys on the next one. All right. So subscribe for more. Peace and bye for now. Thanks.